Hey everyone, Ian here, back Manderscheid Media, and we are back to the ABT program here at main campus, Saskpolytechnic, and with Scott Kugrish, program head of the auto body program, and we're back. We've got the 59 Pontiac Ragtop convertible here. And if you watched any of the other videos, we definitely got some new sheet metal here. We're gonna walk around with Scott, and he's gonna walk us through everything that the students have completed thus far, but it's actually looking like a car again.
Thanks, Ian. So Ian, as you can see, we got some sanded paint and so on. And when the last time we looked at this car, it was just looking at floor in the front. And you can see that the firewall's in. We've put them all in using squeeze type resistant spout welding, just as per factory. And basically that is 2 electrodes coming down with pressure and running about 7,500 amps. So the resistance between the 2 electrodes just melts the metal together.
Cool.
There's no grinding, there's no must, there's no fuss. We did destructive testing beforehand. We make sure that it is going to hold, and as long as it's all lined up, the students put it together.
As long as it's lined up,
As long as it's lined up. So we have our firewall in, and you can see all the original mounts were sandblasted and squeeze typed in. Nice. And we still got some welding happening here yet. The braces aren't fully put in, and some of it still had to be plug welded. And if you take a look all underneath, you can see all that nice brand new shiny metal. All brand new.
Again, so now these screws here in this area, that's just to hold it in place before it gets welded, correct?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like a clamping because we couldn't get any allocation for clamping.
Right, and they're just whatever, sheet metal screw.
And they'll come out, of course,
right.
And they'll be welded up.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's take a look inside the car.
Sounds good.
So
look at that.
No concrete floor.
It's not Swiss cheese no more.
No Swiss cheese.
Nice.
So we put this all together as a test, and we had it screwed and clamped together with the bracing and so on. And we went to put it in the car. And you notice there's something not in here. All the square tube bracing.
Right. Yes, it's got structural integrity.
It has a structural integrity. And when we went to put this floor in, and I don't know if I mentioned in the very first video, Ian, that the bracing I really hate doing, but because there was no roof, like a regular car,
of course,
we had to put the bracing in. And we ran into one of the reasons why I hate doing bracing is that it braced it so solid that we couldn't get the floor in.
Had no flex.
So we had to start cutting the bracing out, get some porter powers, spread the car apart to get the bracing all in.
Okay.
So everything that you see in here now, it's 9/10 welded.
Okay.
All the convertible bracing is almost in place.
Right.
And if we're wondering which bracing are we not that we don't have?
Yeah.
We don't have this welded in yet.
Right. Yeah, we can see that.
The convertible only bracing.
Yep.
That's put back in, and there's also a bracket that goes down from here and a bracket that goes down here on both sides.
Cool.
If you look right back at the passenger side, you'll see that it's lined up and ready to go in.
Ready to be smoked in, yeah. Cool.
So they almost have this all welded up. They still got the wheel wells, and they got to weld it yet to the mid pan, and that's going to have to be plug welded, or GMAW welded. So I might be the first guy ever standing in this car.
Well, that's trustworthy welding right there. That's good. So have they started now looking at the back part of this here car too as well, or?
Oh, let's go take a look at the back.
Let's go take a look at the back. Oh my gracious, it's open for business, that's for sure. Holy smokes, yeah, this is a little bit different than the last time too.
We got some extra cargo space. I don't know how much it's gonna hold.
Oh, lots of air.
Yeah. So in this case here, the trunk pan, as we discussed in last videos, is different than the Chevy pan.
Right.
So we did order a Chevy pan, so we're gonna have 2 out of the 3 pieces.
Right.
We ordered the Chevy gas tank braces, which they match.
Okay.
And we are making a huge brace right now that goes all the way from the very front down, around, and around to the back, and it mounts to the body here. Totally Pontiac specific maybe it's Buick and Oldsmobile.
Right, just not
congruent,
Chevy.
But not
Just
Chevy.
not Chevy, yeah.
So what does that mean? You can't buy it.
Right, yeah.
So
yeah.
that is like been the worst
Yeah.
nightmare of this whole project. If there was a nightmare,
Right.
this is all good.
Oh, that's
so,
good.
this pan has been made on this side. The tubs have been repaired.
Yeah.
And now we're going to make this brace, and the students have it
Okay.
almost made now.
Oh, good, good,
So
good.
then we can start grading into the floor pan.
Right, so then floor pan goes in, then quarter panels come off?
No, the quarter panels are not coming off.
They're not coming off,
They-
okay.
Yep, they stay on.
Okay.
So, why do we have this all out in the back?
Right.
Well, there was a collision in the back.
Oh, okay.
So we had a donor car, the one that donated the trunk.
Yeah, right, the trunk lid, that's right, different color, yeah. Yeah, that
now
four.
has donated a taillight panel. We
Oh,
had to do
yeah.
some rust repair. So that is just
But it's, again,
going to-
in pretty decent shape though, really.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just going to fit in there.
Yep.
And the panel below it was in decent-ish shape.
Okay.
That the floor pans are going to be able to weld right to it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it is coming.
Yeah.
These students on this project are so pumped to paint this car.
Oh.
They want this
Oh,
car
wow.
painted.
Holy smoke. And so when are these students done?
These are done in March.
March. Okay, so anybody watching, it is December 29 today. So March they want paint on this car. So
And they haven't done any late model collision yet.
which they have.
They
to
have to do as part of
Oh,
their training
man.
too. So come January,
Yeah.
all our frame machines are going to be full with cars. So now they're going to start learning productivity
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
paperwork and everything else, but multiple projects
Oh my god.
to start throwing into the mix too. So
So saying paint by March is kind of maybe a little bit.
the pressure's on.
Pressure's
the
on.
pressure's on. So, but it is coming.
Yeah, it looks
So-
good. I mean, it's more advanced than the last video, that's for sure. We're actually
And-
building something now.
They're getting really close.
Cool.
So floor is in.
Yeah.
Next step for this is we have a jig system
Yep.
that we're going to mount this car on the jig,
Okay.
and
Like a rotisserie.
and then the jig gets mounted on the
Oh, rotisserie. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. No, this is yeah. I mean, we're from the last video to now. I mean, it looks like a vehicle. Before it just looked like a Flintstone machine. I guess would be probably the best way to put it. But
and it's not flexing either.
right.
There's still a couple braces that need to go in. There's a toe board brace that goes right here, and there's
Okay.
also another brace underneath that goes and supports this part of the floor pan.
Oh, okay.
So there's two braces up there, but
When
other
it,
than
gets
that,
on, when it gets on the jig, you're gonna put that on.
I think
Yeah,
so.
that'd be simpler, right? Just turn it on its side.
so and that's actually going to get this car up about 4 feet in the air.
Yeah.
We can rotate it if we need to, but it's going to make the car a lot more mobile.
Right.
And it's going to provide a jig when we go put the trunk pan in.
Oh yeah, right there you go. So multi-purpose all at the same time. Well, it looks good. No, that's students. Again, I'm definitely a mechanic looking at the auto body side of this, but we're gonna attach the video of the floor pan going in, and it was pretty remarkable. It was the first time I ever seen a floor pan actually installed in a full section. So yeah, it's been really cool following this, and I can't wait to get more videos as this is going on. We get lots of good feedback from the viewers. So right on. Anything else?
I think that's it on this
All
one.
right, cool. Okay, well, like always, like, share, comment, subscribe, tell all your friends. Thank you for watching. Catch you next time. Bye for now.